hilarious because I can hear you eating.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I gotta try not to eat too much during this.
This is our intro now. It's you eating.
I can see some person who sit there watching us going, yeah, in the comment like, yeah, the person was eating while were reacting to the video wasn't.
Oh, definitely. This is our intro now. Welcome to the Video Game Club's live stream reactions. Once again, you are joined by your host Alex. That's of course myself. And tonight, George has been replaced by Martin.
Hello, people.
Martin is eating.
Oh, well, I'm not eating now.
Would you like to tell the boys and girls what you're eating?
I'm eating tangy toms. We baited this up like balls puff of tomato flavor. That what I hope it is.
Don't know why. I've got to confess, it's a really hot night tonight as we're recording this. So please do apologise if you hear me slurping my drink or you hear Martin doing the same. It is supposed to be the hottest night in the UK this year.
Is it? I thought we passed it. To be honest.
Apparently not. But,
I thought a few days back it was the hottest.
But of course, today we are reviewing or watching the PlayStation State of Play. If I'm honest with you, I wasn't really too keen on watching this tonight, but I kind of realised, and we discussed this with George throughout the week, the fact that no one has announced a price for their console, no one has said when it's coming out, despite the fact we've got a lot of games that are slated for this holiday season, which is now growing further unlikely because of the second outbreak and the second wind of coronavirus that's spreading around the world, and cost and labor, got to get those consoles shipped as well. It's all it's falling apart, really, isn't it?
It haven't been a good year, to be honest.
No, I don't think it's been a good year for anyone.
No, I think so many. Be honest, I think there's so many plans that everyone wanted to do this year, and then it literally all went up. And it kind of like, you're in the struggle, kind of like, well, I want to try to carry on with the plan that I'm hoping for, but I know that it's going to be a struggle, and it's going to take even longer to get stuff done.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that, yeah.
Sorry, continue. I'll say what I have to say after.
Yeah, because I think that what finding hard with the game industry now, because the fact that we literally make 2 brand new console, and yet we can't get the time, the labor, and basically try to get everything done on time because basically of the outbreak and everyone on lockdown. So it's harder for people to get stuff done.
Where you're saying about labor costs and shipping costs and all of that, you've got to bear in mind as well that the governments around the world have probably imposed a 2-week quarantine of any products that get shipped to their country. So, we all know that PlayStation and Xboxes are probably being made in China. Or at least most of the consoles are probably being made in China. I think that's a fair assumption.
I think most of the component, are probably made in China. But I think some of the technology probably in Japan.
Yeah, but I mean, the rule's still there, isn't it? Like, you've got these components coming in from countries that have had the coronavirus outbreak quite heavily. And then you've got to quarantine those bits for at least a fortnight. And then you've got to then probably, all in all, it's taken the consoles longer to be created and shipped out, which is something Xbox and Sony probably didn't want. But unfortunately, this is life at the moment, isn't it? They can't just say, the rules don't, I don't abide by those rules, because of course everyone has to. It's just the way it is. Our podcast is now available on Spotify if you search for the Video Game Club Broken Controller podcast, which is nicely tied to our other announcement. The podcast has changed its name. Starting from tomorrow, we'll be going by it with a new name. George has been working very hard. Martin has been working very hard to get a little design going. We've all been chomping at the bits to try and find a name that A isn't already taken and B sounds cool.
Yeah, I think we'll all establish and agree on the new name. Well, hopefully you hear on our next podcast will hopefully be tomorrow.
Yes, we record tomorrow. Hopefully that will be edited and processed for next week. That episode will consist of Xbox's conference roundup. We've got a Ubisoft conference roundup, which I've already discussed with George. Both of us really don't care for Ubisoft at the moment. I don't know if you feel the same.
Like I said, I only know one game that I'm kind of looking forward to.
Oh, you look. Yeah, I've got a fair few that was going to turn into a bit of a ramble. Yeah, so I think without further ado, I think me and you should just go ahead and watch the PlayStation State of Play and
yes,
see what. Oh, sorry, of course. Any predictions?
I got a feeling one. They're gonna probably talk more about the new Crash Bandicoot game.
I was thinking that. I'm thinking I would like them to at least talk about these. I would like them to show another level. I think that'd be nice. But I think part of me would like them to explain why there's so many boxes in these levels. I'm only used to like 40 at a time. And yet the 2 levels they showed us was like 300, 400. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
As a 30-year-old man who's played the originals, that's like, what you doing?
Yeah. Wait, you're 31.
I've started watching Countdown. That's how bad it's going.
Oh god. Going old.
I'm so old. But yeah, I think Crash is really my only prediction going into this. I've got not much of a clue what else.
Beyond it, when you posted up on our messenger admin, I was generally surprised. Oh, I did not expect to get a State of Play to come now. I still thought it was going to be later on. So,
well, I knew there was one coming. I was expecting it to be because we're watching this after it's already been live streamed because we weren't too confident that connection was going to stay with us.
Yeah.
I am quite surprised that this is under an hour.
Yeah,
I thought this is the middle of the year. You know, Gamescom should have happened this month in August. Obviously, it is not for obvious reasons. But you know, unless they're going to do another State of Play near the end of the month, I'm not very convinced this is going to, you know, clear up a lot of the questions that we have.
No. Oh, maybe it will. It maybe will. We will get an actual full price.
I would like to be surprised. I would like to be surprised.
Like I said, the only position I got is literally more about the new Crash game, and literally maybe we get a price on the console, and maybe what other features we might get with it.
I was going to say I would be really thrilled if we actually get a price, either a price or a release date. I think I mentioned this in the previous episode. I've mentioned it with George when we were going through the Xbox conference. You know, this is crunch time. This is getting silly, basically.
Well, I think there's not many months left now.
No. And then, you know, is it going to get to a point where PlayStation will just have to say, we're really sorry, we're delaying it? And then all these companies who have promised to say, oh yeah, we've got a game that's coming with launch, will now say, right, okay, it's going to sit on the shelves for a couple more months or something. Just give people a bit of direction. Like, it's not that hard. But
be honest, I don't mind if they tell me, "Go, we are apologizing. We are had to delay releasing the console due with COVID-19," but it would be nice to actually finally get the actual price of what they actually they're all planning to release the consoles.
Yeah, it's just poor communication really at the end, isn't it? There's no. I mean, you could argue the same about Xbox, where there is no communication going out their side. to give people, your consumers, a time frame as to when this is going to happen. Even if they come out and say we're not entirely sure what's going to happen, just that's better than nothing.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
Ranting aside.
Yes, let's do this, and let's hopefully we get a good reaction.
Okay, so I've skipped the video to 9:25, so I've skipped the sort of show starts in whatever minute.
2 seconds.
I'm on 1 second, if that helps.
I'm on 2 seconds, so I might be a wee bit late.
Okay, fantastic. We love delays. If you live in the south of England, delays is your best friend. Right, so I would say if we just go on 3.
Yeah. Are we pressing the button on 3 or after 3? I need to know.
Well, I don't know, Bart. Let's do it on 3. Okay.
Okay, on 3. Okay.
Right. 1, 2, 3.
Crap, my thing buffing.
Oh, you're kidding.
Good. No, it good. We're good. I've now got the orange line of death.
Oh, that's the rest mode.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
I've just realised that. I'm looking at it thinking, what the hell is that?
You never thought that with the rest mode and that the power button turning itself on?
No. Oh, look at that. First, straight away.
Ooh. And for sure.
Producer at Toys
there we go.
I'm here to talk to you about Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped. The devious villains, Neo Cortex and Dr. Entropy, have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions.
Entropy looks great.
Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade.
They're not wrong.
So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans as well as new players to this amazing franchise. First, we made sure to incorporate the classic tense, precise,
you missed some boxes there, mate.
Shifting platforming that we all fell in love with.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to introduce exciting new elements that we can't wait to show you today. Let's start with Insanity Beach. This is where Crash's adventure first started, and where we picked things up again in Crash 4. But there have definitely been changes since we first saw Insanity Beach all those years ago. And throughout Crash 4, you'll see those changes to our gameplay and even our art style. Our art teams wanted to take inspiration from not just the original games, but the animated cartoons that inspired those original games, all while also delivering bigger, more awe-inspiring dimensions to explore. Throughout Crash 4, you'll see wide-open new vistas, new character models, and lots of expressive animations. And with all of that also comes new additions to the platforming, like having the ability to wall run, rope swing, rail grind, and zip line as well.
They're really going forward with the animation on this one.
There were certain moments in the game where Crash would change outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket and riding a motorcycle. That seemed like a
I know a lot of people didn't like the new design, but I actually am digging the new design.
I like it. I do not like how Activision have basically said, get them as many costumes as possible so we could get money out of people.
There's no MTX here.
That's mid AA for you.
Challenges and earning gems within levels. Crash 4 also introduces the Quantum Masks. The powerful
mentioned something about gems and I completely missed
Crash
that.
and Coco will need their assistance throughout the game to tackle the crazy challenges that we're going to be throwing at the player. Whether it's Ika Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a button, Kapunawa, who allows you to slow down the world around you, or Lonnie Lowly, who allows you to phase shift elements in and out of existence.
That's cool.
Bending the rules of reality and
cool.
altering your environment with these new masks is a must. We also can't wait to talk to you about the fourth mask, Akano, but that's going to have to wait for another day. What we can tell you today, though, is that Crash isn't the only character you get to take control of during this adventure. For starters,
tell
the
her now.
entire game is Coco. On the level that you can play as Crash, you can also play as Coco. It was also very important for us that she take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that you'll get to control at key points in the adventure, so that they can provide their own fresh perspectives and new gameplay. Here you can see that you'll be taking control of Neo Cortex. He's all about using his blaster.
Oh yeah, I've seen gameplay of this. It's pretty impressive.
An enemy in his path.
Yeah.
In addition
I
to
see,
playing
yeah,
as
that was
Cortex,
quite
we're
cool.
excited to reveal that for the first time, you'll also get to tail stomp your way through crates as Dingo Dial.
Oh, that's...
You get to play as Dingo Dial and Crash.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, that's
Dingo Dial.
amazing.
And a lot has changed in the years since we last saw Dingo Dial. In fact, he hung up his old flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire from a life of villainy and open a diner. Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of said beloved diner and getting sucked into another dimension.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Finally, there's
Oh,
one
wow.
more surprise I'm incredibly excited to show you today.
That's pretty cool how they
Crash
get him
Bandicoot
into
series
this
has always
game.
been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash 4, we wanted to bring something brand new to the table. So we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call Inverted Mode. It's our souped-up, bumpa-berry-fueled take on a mirror mode.
Wow, that
Not only are
literally.
perspective shifted, but now each of the dimensions are rendered in a new and unique art style that really
I feel as though
changes
this is
the
more
look and
about
feel of the
accessibility.
experience. One dimension could be asking you to traverse
For
through
the,
a wasteland, while another tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment
God.
to see their path forward. We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie with the overcranked camera speed increasing the
I love
actual
that.
speed of
That
the
is
gameplay
cool.
as well. Once unlocked, players can replay all the game's levels
Oh,
with a
George would have
totally
loved
new
this.
and dynamic look and feel.
You know
It's an
what? They actually
incredibly
done
fun feature
quite a
that's
lot
going
on
to
this
get
Oh my
game.
god, he's actually like
especially the completionist
really
out
slow
there.
walking
A
because of the
reason to
water.
revisit each level again to see what new
The
and exciting
detail.
experiences in store for them. So that's some of the new stuff that we have in store for you in Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Experience the space and time bending madness
That looks
on
great.
October 2nd.
Very cool.
Good start.
That is a good start. Good opening for the
PS4 and
state of play.
and some new PS5 gameplay too. We opened the show with an all-new look at Crash 4. It's about time, coming to PlayStation 4
Okay, so
on
we're
October
gonna get some
2nd.
PS5 games.
Now let's keep the party going with the latest from IO Interactive.
Okay. To be fair, I remember, you know, Square ready to drop the Hitman franchise because they didn't think it was worth it.
Oh no, they literally look at how far it came now.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, Square does some really stupid things sometimes. Oh, hello.
You should mingle, have fun. Oh, don't worry about that. My art.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, that
Well, I have
cool.
to go. I'll call you when I get back to you.
See, that could be interesting playing like Hitman in third person.
It's sort of like, you know, Resident Evil. It's a game that kind of deserves to be in VR.
Yeah. Something, Alec. You could be a new assassin.
I can assassinate. I'm gonna choke this bitch.
Oh look, I got strings.
No strings attached.
Surprise!
Okay, I definitely think you are behind me by a couple of seconds.
Yeah, only a few seconds. It's quite fun because I get your reaction before I get my reaction.
Okay, what's inside this chest? Oh, I
Pandora.
wasn't expecting that.
Oh, more paper.
What is this?
See, it is not a VR game.
No, I wouldn't. I've actually, to be honest, I've got no clue. Oh, how weird. It's extremely pretty.
It is. Oh wait.
Oh my
It is
god.
that indie game.
Yeah.
It is that indie game.
It's great.
Oh, cool. They're actually doing the second one now.
The first one was crazy.
See, I haven't even played it.
Oh, it's
but
an
I've been-
anniversary edition. Right.
Ooh.
I would say it's worth playing. The ending is
We are happy to announce
completely
Anniversary Edition.
crazy.
It's the classic
What is
puzzle
it?
adventure where you manipulate
Um,
time, hand repainted for
I
modern
won't spoil it, but it
piracy.
is absolute
Many areas have been
insanity, if I'm honest with
re-envisioned
you.
Yeah.
more
I had
unique,
to sit down and be
and
like,
it's
oh my
even more
god.
like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original game. There are new animations for smoother motion,
Improved sound and music to enhance the mood.
Oh,
and
wow.
many hours of developer
That
commentary and
completely,
interviews on
like,
subjects like puzzle
improvement.
design, programming, and visual art.
we plan to make it the most detailed commentary in any game ever. So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition will be a really good resource.
We hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out early next year.
Ah. That's a really cute little dinosaur.
Yeah, I've seen it.
The Pathless is a mythic adventure set on a mystical island. Let's take a quick tour in this new footage captured from PS5.
There you go, PS5 game.
Hi everyone, this is Matt
The
Nava from Giant
Pathless.
Squid. I'm excited to share more with you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless. The Pathless is an open-world, mythic adventure game set in a vast forest. You play as the Hunter. The Hunter is a master of archery. She can shoot talismans to fill her dash meter, which allows her to bound across the landscape. Fluid, dynamic movement
Oh,
is
wow.
at the core of the Pathless.
Cool.
So the game's unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming down sights.
See, it did look
This
kind of
design is
similar to
critical
Journey
to making it
style.
possible to shoot even while moving fast
Mm.
and performing acrobatic maneuvers. You instantly feel as skilled as the hunter herself. With help from the eagle, you can even fly. The bond between the hunter and the eagle is
Okay,
central
so
in
see
the
that
Pathless.
you need to hit them targets.
You can gain altitude while you glide by flapping.
Yeah, it look like you got on like a time limit.
Yeah. What's the objective of this game, though?
Don't know. It looked like the
Make sure you
objective,
hit the
like
eagle
so far,
to
you need to
keep
hit
it
the
clean and in
orbs
good flying
to kind of
condition.
continue moving forward.
Oh. Look after your bird. Clean
On
your
fire.
bird. Clean your on fire bird.
You know where to look.
With a sponge.
No, it's not you that hands.
Sponges is more reliable. You're not doing it right.
Collecting crystals will let you upgrade the eagle's ability to flap.
Look, fire.
I like how the eagle's just hopping.
Yeah.
You will also discover larger puzzles to solve in ancient structures.
Oh, okay.
Really?
They're more like it also look like it'll be a puzzle game as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
I have a feeling there's not going to be much enemy on this. I think they literally hit the
This-
target to move forward.
Yeah. More puzzles.
Pathless is all about finding your own way forward.
That
So
yeah,
unlike
that is
most
literally a
open-world
puzzle.
games, there's no map.
Uh,
Instead, the hunter can use her mask to peer into the spirit world.
Unlike most
and
games, there's no
discover
map.
distant
You're screwed.
Yeah.
landmarks where you've been. Getting to higher vantage points will let
yeah,
you see
maybe
further
like
with
like sort of
spirit vision.
open world. Like there you go, on your way now.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not helping
It's
you.
like, we're not helping you. What about a map? What do you think we are?
Giant cursed spirits, the source of the darkness,
Right, that costs money.
pose a constant threat to your life quest. They try to
DLC.
separate you from the eagle.
Damn you, Medea.
Oh?
Okay, so there are going to be some sort of demon.
Oh, wow. That's a cool design.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh, no.
Oh no, dragon, my bird, come back.
Stay still in the
I
light
know, I
to
was gonna
avoid
say.
detection.
You mean the dark, not in the light.
You won't be able to take
like
on
these
the
harsh
crash
tones.
spirits until
Yeah.
you've returned light to the obelisks.
Oh, okay, so that the obelisk.
Figured we'd been
The
more
obelisk
impressive
are
if the
restored.
bird did it.
The cursed spirits will be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
Oh look, everything on fire now. I don't know, but oh worse.
Okay. Reminds me of the hell dog we fought in Bloodborne
Yeah.
The hunter
and how it completely owned us.
The cursed spirits
Oh, that was a
bring
nightmare,
life
to
back
be
the
honest.
world.
I think you died within the first minute.
I think so, yeah.
I was like, ah,
I hope
crap.
you've enjoyed this overview of the Pathless. We've only scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore and discover. The Pathless is coming out later this year. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so that could be a good game to actually play.
Yeah, I mean, can't say I'm 100% sold, but
I think we need more. I need more information on that, like on it. But I
Yeah.
think for a PlayStation 5 game, it could
Next
be
up,
interesting
let's
to
see what's
play.
in store for Spelunky
oh
2.
wow,
Hi, my name is Derek Yu, and I'm the creator of Spelunky.
See, I heard they were making a
I
second
wanted to
one.
make sure we made something
I
that
completely
got
forgot
old
about
fans
it.
excited and also
Ooh,
brought in new
death.
players. It was important we didn't change the things that made Spelunky such a unique experience in the first place.
I saw that dog.
So many people
Oh.
became fans of the game through their friends and family.
Okay,
Even
this one
strangers
looked like
on
you're
the
more
internet.
out of space.
That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer, so that more people can play the game together. And I also wanted to include that feeling of community into Spelunky 2 itself to make sure that the game felt welcoming even though it's difficult. In Spelunky 2, when
Oh my
you do
God.
runs and discover new characters, you'll also be building an in-game community and family. I designed
Aw.
the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1. It's going to feel a lot more full. Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways. For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys and find hidden passageways.
I like that. That's a selling point. You could ride turkeys.
Turkey, yeah.
Deeper into the caves.
Turkey riding, 10 out of 10.
Ooh, that
As a
probably be
result,
on the
stories
top of
players
like
create will
Halo
have much more
cards.
texture to them.
Oh yeah.
After many, many hours of playing, I
That'd be
still have
awesome,
interesting
actually.
runs that don't even go past the first area.
Halo
In
and
Spelunky
Turkey
1 runs
card.
often centered around the shops and how you chose to interact with them.
Ooh, death again.
So in Spelunky 2, we've expanded the shopping experience and made them more nuanced and exciting. And also added new characters that can help you or hinder you. Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets. But I think the great thing about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets are the ones that even I don't know about. And there are lots of new things to play with that I hope players can use to push past the boundaries of what we, as the developers, know about the game. I have two types of
Duplicating the
stories
pugs.
from Spelunky fans.
Yay, Puggy, more
First
pugs.
are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game. And second, the ones
Oh my
where
God.
people shared a fun experience with friends and family in multiplayer.
Huh?
These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2. They're really what guided my design choices. After releasing Spelunky, I knew there was a lot more that could be done with the concept and the world. Knowing that possibility was out there is what's been exciting for me and the rest of the team. In a lot of ways, when Spelunky 2 comes out, I want players to experience what we experienced making it. That feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it. A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish Spelunky 2. It's been a long journey, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Thanks.
Because everything is so randomly generated.
Yeah, so anything could happen.
Although this person's getting absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Getting bad karma.
Next month.
Okay, I did not expect that to come out that soon.
That's awesome.
Got a bunch of new PS4 updates to share with you, starting with a closer look at Genshin Impact.
So far, this state of play interesting.
Oh my god. Sorry, I honestly thought this was going to turn into a harem. Although I'm getting Breath of the Wild vibes already.
Yeah, this was the game that a lot of people were kind of like upset by because the basics.
Oh my god, that is literally. That was literally Breath of the Wild Goblin like takedowns.
Yeah. To be honest, I still get the game because it does look interesting.
Just name your character Zelda.
Yeah, something kind of rub it in. I think it could. I think they're also on the coming on the Switch as well. So
that'd be interesting if it's coming on Switch.
I think I've been heard, and I made a double look again, but I had a feeling they're also going to come on Switch as well.
Okay.
But they're using the same engine.
Oh wow. Okay. Somebody's voice acting.
Yeah.
Oh, no, if only you could find Senpai.
That is my main goal.
Maybe that's the story. It's just we need to find Senpai.
I claim your mind for the Void Armada. Gods have squealed for my mercies. Who are you to stand in the way of my vengeance?
I like how we gone to fantasy to pretty much like the future exit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This soundtrack is bossing though.
The start look quite interesting.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
Is it probably be a RPG?
I have no idea.
Jesus. Oh god, that really hurt my eyes.
I was gonna say, yeah. This looks so cool though.
I've never seen this type of stuff before, to be honest.
No, this is amazing.
You know what they remind me of? Like any of Trigger's like games.
That is definitely a game I'm looking forward to seeing more in the future.
Mm.
I think you pronounce that as Aeon. Must I? Or Eon? I don't know.
Yeah.
And she will run 500 miles, and she will run 500 more.
Nah, she ain't stopping. Oh, yeah, she ain't stopping. She's still moving.
Maybe that's the point. She's never allowed to stop.
So, soundtrack of this one actually quite cool as well.
I was gonna say, this has been a good couple of game reveals. I mean, I have no idea what the premise of that is.
To talk bug snacks. Let's check out some gameplay.
No, but
footage
it does look
captured from
interesting.
PS5.
My invitation is open. Come
Oh,
Oh
join
God,
me
no, I
on
don't
the
like this.
island or what's
Oh, I don't like this at all.
I also think it looks strange.
It reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Elizabeth Megafig is a two-bit con artist. Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense. I swear, if you chase this bug snack story, you're out of a job.
You're the journalist. Lisbeth said you'd be coming. There's a bug snack right over there. Do me a favor and take my snack trap.
Stranger, I could use your help.
Yeah, no, I think this looks way too weird.
No.
I want you
A burger and fries as a sheep.
to find out what my favorite bug snack is. And feed it to me, obs.
How's my little sprout doing? He misses Papa. Oh,
Is this Sony's weird way of saying we can do Pokemon?
I think it's not Sony. I think Xbox doing it as well, isn't it?
Of course. Yeah. No, this was
It of course both console.
Well, I think it is, if I remember. Yeah, no, I swear it was. Anyway, it's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah.
You just might keep your job. Now get going and try not to fall off a cliff.
Okay, no.
Why are we trying to do horror elements?
I don't know anymore.
There's a lot more in store. Let's start with an update on an eagerly awaited PlayStation VR game.
Interesting.
The force is strong with you.
It so is.
But will he have the high ground?
Well, you need to say hello there before.
Hello there.
Hello there. General Kenobi.
General Kenobi. To be fair, any Star Wars VR-like game is going to be better than the one they did on the Kinect.
Oh God, yeah.
Where basically the only good thing about it was that it had a Just Dance ripoff.
To be fair, I think.
Because you really want to see Han Solo pop and lock.
Not really, but I want to be a Jedi.
Nobody did Martin, but they still did it anyway.
I know.
Whatever you do, stay in the light.
What if I want to stay in the dark?
All right, you goth.
Oh, they look like Control. They're probably the DLC pack.
I was gonna say I've not played Control.
I haven't, but I recognise the main character.
I've heard mixed things. Oh, that is Control. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been told it's good. It's really good. Like some people say, oh, it's really good playing, and others like,
Yeah. I've heard apparently it's just like apparently it's a bit slow. Which I kind of thought if they think that's slow, they should play Last of Us 2. That thing goes on forever.
Okay, this one.
What on earth is this?
I don't know. That's strange. The goggles.
Right. Okay.
It's chess. It's chess.
I'm already not that interested. They kind of just threw this at us, didn't they? Like, what on earth is this?
I'm so genuinely confused what's going on the screen, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't
A
say.
bit much.
Okay, yeah, it was something chess related. That just flew over my head, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Wow, interesting puzzle game.
Yeah. Who's leaving all these drawings around?
I like that original Game Boy on the on the floor.
Yeah. Oh. Nice touch.
A very nice touch.
The pedestrian.
Why you leave a control? Why will you leave the control outside?
Asking the bigger questions there, Martin.
Now let's take a look at 2 new games.
It's gonna keep him up at night now.
We are the forest shadows. Ghosts, running silently between the straight, cold lines of a corrupt state.
Oh, sumo.
They count, ration, manipulate.
I think I know what this is, but I'm not going to say anything just yet.
Taken everything from those they claim to protect. Authority and steel will not stop us. We aren't an invading army. We are wraiths. We bypass defenses and strike at the heart.
The ghost of the forest, the wraith of the night. Won't think twice, he'll be by your side. The stag is heavy, it's the archer's eye.
We take back what was stolen.
When the hoods both fly
And the people call us heroes.
from the day all night.
To others, we are rivals.
Okay, I don't think I know what this is now anymore.
I don't know either, to be honest.
They're also friendly.
We are all outlaws.
Okay.
Okay, so basically like a version of Robin Hood, in a way.
But some of us.
Is this team-based?
It looked like it's team-based.
Is this, you know, Robin Hood era Overwatch?
Kinda, in a way.
Archer here. Oh!
Oh yeah, this
Oh my God.
totally forgot about this.
The closest thing to a Pokemon game. Some of them do look ridiculously cute.
Yeah.
God, is this coming to? Wow. Because I've seen YouTubers review this on a beta level.
Yeah.
If this is free to play, this will be incredible.
There could be actually. It's like it is a different version of Pokemon, but more online based.
If this is less than a tenner, then I'll buy this day one.
Thing is it only? I'm assuming this is going to be only on the PS5.
Yeah, PS5.
Before we wrap up, let's take a tour of Godfall.
I'm on the lookout for Temtem.
Gameplay for this melee-focused action epic launching this
Oh
holiday.
yeah.
I still don't know what to make of this.
Again, the style they're using is interesting. At the same time, like It's one of the
Hello,
games that I'm gonna
my
play
name
for a
is Keith
bit
Lee,
and then get bored.
and I am the game director.
Well, it's like someone was saying already that you know it
Category
was.
games. We are very
We've
excited
inspired
to share gameplay with you today.
gameplay from Dark Souls, which is like everyone has.
World of
Yeah.
Godfall. Today you'll be seeing extensive gameplay captured on a PlayStation 5 development kit. Please keep
It
in
looked
mind
like a
that the game is still a work in progress, and some things may change from the final product as we continue to learn and harness the power of Sony's next generation console.
I love that
Please
sentence.
enjoy.
As we continue to harness
Let's jump right into what
harness
Godfall
the
is.
power of the next generation console.
Godfall is a
You can tell he's
looter
obviously
slasher
kissing
that
his
features
Sony badge.
intense action,
Yeah.
satisfying moment-to-moment combat,
Buy my game.
and robust
Buy my game.
systems. You can enjoy the game at your own pace, playing alone, or through online co-op with up to 2 additional teams.
I like that. Say online co-op and then straight away at the bottom, PS Plus subscription requires.
Universe filled with
So that pretty much confirms that PS Plus is going to be around still.
Yeah.
You know.
There's nothing really wrong with the PS5 Plus.
No, I mean
But
there was just
like
talk of them getting rid of the whole PlayStation Plus thing, just simply because you know the free games they were offering weren't exactly worth it, and in fact Sony were making enough money as it was to keep the servers on regardless.
Yeah.
No waiting for content. It's all in the game on day one.
Did he just say
That's
no
good.
microtransaction?
You'll get to tear through enemies to
It
challenge
really
and
saddens me
die
how people have to say that now.
at the top. You play a
It's like it should not be something you have to state.
able to equip
Yeah.
valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you into an unstoppable master of melee combat. Throughout your journey, you'll
God.
find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own
Look how
characteristics
shiny it
and
is.
long history.
Okay.
Now let's talk
It is
about
similar to
gameplay
like
in
Warframe, kind of.
Yeah, actually.
Our team wanted to
It
do something
kinda-
different. We wanted to
Oh, we
combine
know our
action
experience with
RPG
Warframe.
loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we
I'm in the
feel
next room.
is a looter slasher.
The next one, oh God.
Our game is
Why do you have to
therefore
bring
one
that
part
up?
gear-driven and one part player skill-driven. In other words, not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment or mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall.
I feel as though this guy runs his own D&D sessions.
Yeah,
The
he
melee
won it
combat
back
in
with
Godfall is
animation of
intended to be
strength.
fluid, dynamic, and
Oh, I haven't picked that up actually. Let's have a look.
offense.
Okay,
over
when
defense.
you
See
see
if he
walking
see if he
backwards,
walks back.
You'll be facing multiple enemies.
and also
at the same
don't do your
time.
style backwards.
As
Well,
a
no,
result,
yeah, look.
you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies.
You
And the game
dominate the
rewards you
combat
for being
space.
aggressive.
I don't care. I just want him to walk
Now that
backwards.
we've
Not the
introduced
enemies.
combat philosophy, let's
Give
dig
me a
into the
cuddle.
weapons themselves. In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword, the dual blades, the polearm,
Oh, spear.
I was gonna say
Spear.
the pole arm. We can't say spear for some reason, or even lads. You could have said lads.
Yeah.
Playstyles ranging from fast combos
All
to
the
more
name you
strategic,
could
deliberate
pick.
play.
Long pole.
As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons. For each weapon category, each weapon with their own primary and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail.
My question is that he's picking this up to sound like, you know, you're going to be unstoppable from the very beginning. So where
Yeah.
exactly is the challenge, and what the hell are you supposed to be doing? Are you literally just trying to slay gods?
Embodying speed, fluidity,
Must be.
and mobility. The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets.
I'm sorry, that sounded so
You can
cringy the
perform
way
a
you said
combo
soft.
By executing 4 consecutive light attacks.
Soft.
The dual blades heavy
Ugh.
attack is a spinning
God.
blade cyclone. The blade cyclone can also be used as a finisher at the end of your light attack combo. So what are the signature moves for the dual blades? As you build up charge, you can also activate inner focus, which is unique to the dual blades, which inflicts massive damage in a short period of time. There's
Inflicts
also
massive
motor core,
damage
where you can throw your blade
to this
into an
enemy crab.
pulling the enemy towards you like pulling a cable. Now let's switch to the longsword weapon class. Longswords are balanced weapons, embodying crisp damage and simple cooldowns without needing a lot of elaborate combo setups. Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own 4-hit light attack combo. Then there's the heavy attack finisher, which can be used at the end of your light attack combo. There are 3 signature moves for the longsword class. There's Spectral Flurry, which cannot be interrupted and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets. Then there's Spiral.
See, that's what I mean. It's like, it can't be interrupted.
Enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash after a longsword swing called a timing attack. If you press the shield button exactly at the same time,
How
you'll
the hell
perform
you
a
both see that
devastating
in
shield
time?
uppercut with your longsword. The shield is a core part of Godfall.
This already just feels too ambitious to be true.
You can always block incoming attacks with your shield. If you
Oh
press
no, I
the
thought
shield
you
button
can
at the
use
right
that on the
time,
fifth
you
grade.
can also parry an attack. You can perform a light attack after a last-second shield block to counterattack with a powerful shield strike.
Oh, do you mean like in Dark
The
Souls?
shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple.
Oh my
nearby
god.
targets. If you tap the shield button just as you catch your shield, you can perform a powerful wave attack.
You know Captain America.
You can double tap the shield button to petrify enemies.
It's America's ass.
And of course, you can perform an R3 ground finisher on enemies that were knocked down to the ground.
That felt too soft to kill him.
Yeah.
Choose your champion.
Did feel like Dark Souls.
That was good, wasn't it? Pissed him off.
He just went into that attack.
Oh, you pissed him now.
You're done and down, boy.
Oh, maybe he's trying to show us something. Maybe there's like an ability when you're low on health or something like that.
No, I think he literally sort of walked into that attack.
Yeah, off you go. Swats you like a fly.
Oh no, he's sliding. What the hell? What?
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 Oh, okay, right.
First walkthrough video of Godfall
What was that
running on the PlayStation
scene? The
5.
ladies have cut the
We also
scene
want to thank all
out.
the fans for their endless support since our initial reveal back in December. We have a few more surprises coming down the road,
I've
such as
gotta say,
details
this
on
is not
loot
making me
and
want it.
progression.
No,
We're eager to share more with you on our way to launch this holiday season. We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
Just watch while we harness the power of next gen's console. I think that's the title of this episode. Harness the power of PlayStation State of Play.
Yeah. You know what? I must admit, the beginning of this State of Play were really good, and now it's sort of like
I was gonna say it's kind of dragging. Oh, is that it? Oh, it's done.
they end it on that.
Wow. Play has no limits. Yes, it does. It's called PlayStation Plus membership. that happened, and that is literally the end of it.
I thought they would probably, do like a really good upcoming game and basically, end it on a high note. They ended it like, okay.
If I'm honest with you, you could tell me these trailers came out, but not as part of a State of Play, and I wouldn't have noticed much difference. I thought the reason why they did the State of Play was because they were going to announce stuff, which technically they did. They did announce stuff that was not part of the PlayStation 5 reveal, like those two amazing-looking, futuristic cyberpunk horror game.
Yes.
That looks incredible. Like the mixture of, heavy bass and metal guitar riffs sounded incredible.
Well, that's it also the art style they went on it
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that was really weird.
You know what? You know, when it first started and when we got to like halfway, I thought there could be a really, really, really good state of play. And then lately, like the last few games, like
it dragged.
It dragged, yeah.
Really, really dragged. I think that is such a shame as well. Just simply because you had an opportunity and you didn't grab it, basically.
It's still annoying at the fact that we still don't know how much games or console
No,
will be.
I'm not surprised we didn't get a price. I think, obviously, shame on them. But if this is the game they're going to play, then the sales are going to hurt them the most. It's basically they're digging their own grave. I'm not gonna lose sleep about it. Genuinely surprised to see Temtem in there. I was under the impression that it was going to be PC for a while, and then it was going to expand, but I had no idea it was going to be like that this quickly.
Yeah, no, I was surprised with Temtem. I actually, again, totally forgot about Temtem. And to be
because I mean, I only really saw stuff of Temtem very sort of late last year, where various YouTubers was talking about the beta or the alpha or whatever it was back then.
Yeah.
They were saying, it is a very different sort of Pokemon style game, but it is still Pokemon in a way. Oh, okay. So I've just had a look. So on Steam, Temtem is £30.
Oh, okay. Wow, really?
£30 for the early access.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I'm looking forward to seeing more of Temtem as the Pokemon nut that I am.
Yeah.
Literally, I'll explain in the next episode of the podcast. You have no idea how big a fan of Pokemon I am. Martin has to put up with it.
Yeah, I know him. I know him for a very long time, and yes, he is the #1 Pokemon
fan. Crash was obviously very good. You could tell, they're very keen on their new game. They're very excited. You can actually, I felt a genuine sense of excitement from that development team.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. When you compare that to God of War, the announcer who did it didn't sound like a Future Active where Toy for Bob. So like, yeah, no, we really want you to play the game.
I'm sorry, but that was just so off-putting. His I'm sure he's a lovely guy, but your voice just sounds super creepy. I mean, if you told me, it was just like, I really like your game, it would be like, oh.
Like I said, we're not offending the person, because I think how they done the trailer and sort of like the demo, they could have made the announcer more like, oh yeah, you can do this and pump, like, being enthusiastic to it.
Yes. Just trying to think quickly if there was any other thoughts. I don't like the Food Island game thingy. I think that looks creepy. I think that looks weird.
No, I think I think Bugsnap is one of them games that let's see how far we can push it to people kind of like deciding what are we playing.
Somebody obviously had just a massive drug sesh and just went to drawing. Just woke up the next day, didn't remember a thing, looked at his notepad, and he's like, okay, we'll go with this.
He probably had like the munchie.
Yeah, he's drawn all over the walls with like leftover food. He's like, oh my god, I get it now. A burger puppy. But no, that was too strange. Too strange for me, I'm afraid.
No.
I cannot justify that at all. I mean, obviously it's going for a younger audience, which, you know, good for you. Like, we need to like make more games to get new kids involved, because literally the only thing they've got at the moment, which is another problem in itself entirely, is the fact that, you know, we're seeing stories about kids as young as 6 are playing GTA and Call of Duty when, you know, both of them are 18 rated for a reason. You know, maybe if you stop buying it for your kids. But that's another rant, I suppose.
Yeah, that another rant to kind of rant about another podcast episode.
Yes. Oh, actually, this is cool. So I have found a page of all the games that are announced. So I'm just going to ask you. I'm just going to tell you the game, and you're just going to tell me whether you're going to give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. Cool.
Okay. Cool.
So, Crash Bandicoot 4.
Yes, totally a thumb up.
Yeah, definitely thumbs up from me as well.
Definitely thumb up on that one.
Hitman 3. The announcement that the entire Hitman trilogy will get PlayStation VR support.
You know what? To be honest, if I actually do ever get a VR, I think that'd be one of the game I would actually get as well.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up because, you know, I think PlayStation VR needs more games that, you know, have already a big following.
And the fact that you play at like 1847 or a Hitman, it'd be like that actually quite cool.
Exactly. Braid, the anniversary version.
You know what? Since I haven't played it and how much they've done on it, I would give it a go.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Braid was a very good game when it came out in 2008. I think it still has potential to do well here. It does look as though they're working extremely hard to make it relevant for 2020, to sort of bring a new coat, literally a new coat of paint. But I think it looks good. I'm giving it a thumbs up. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to buy it. I think if they told us if there was any new content, for example, then yeah, maybe we'll see. Splunky 2.
See, I kind of like it, but at the same time, like, I know that probably not a game that I probably won't get, or probably may get, but further down the line.
I sound like a broken record now. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I think Splunky was a fantastic game on PlayStation. It was different. It was interesting. It was fantastic in the sense that it was completely random generated dungeons every time. So every one of your runs was completely different and brought a new perspective. You know, credit for them to doing a second one, because, you know, I remember hearing that they were trying to, but they weren't too sure how they would expand on it. So credit to the studio for managing to expand on this sort of world that they created. Well done. Well done to them. Definitely a thumbs up. Control Expansion 2.
Probably not, because I haven't really played it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give it a... I'm not going to put a thumbs up or a thumbs down. My thumb is directly in the middle because I've not played Control. However, apparently Bearded Alan Wake was in the trailer. I did not see him.
I did not even see that either.
I did not see that. But, yeah, well, you know, obviously fantastic news for Control fans. I'm sure that they'll pick that up right away. The Star Wars VR game, Vader Immortal.
You know what? I give it a thumb up. I probably would get it. And again, another VR game that I probably would actually go get. Because I want to be a Jedi.
I'm gonna sound really controversial here. I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. I'm gonna give it a thumbs down simply because I have very little faith in Star Wars VR games. I just think it might turn into the Kinect. I really do. But obviously, I'm really hoping that's not the case.
Well, if I ever do get a VR, I would let you know if
Yes.
it'd be worth playing.
Yeah. Obviously, I want it to do well, but I don't know. I've just got that thought in the back of my mind. I'm not confident. Aeon Must Die, the cyberpunk fighting game.
You know what? I think I probably would actually give that a go.
I honestly thought this was the best reveal trailer of the night of the show. It's different.
Yeah,
it looks cool. The soundtrack looks like something I would listen to while in the gym. I think honestly, I give it 2 thumbs up. I think it's fantastic. So yeah, but I think so far Sony's done pretty well. Hood, Outlaws and Legends.
I need to know more information on it.
So on Eurogamer, they've described it as a new PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and PC multiplayer PvPvE heist game.
Okay, so it like Kane and Lynch. Similar style, no, similar style, but more medieval.
By the sounds of it, yeah. If I'm honest with you, though, I'm feeling quite neutral about it. The trailer looked all right, but again, I think, like you say earlier, that there needs to be more details before I can make a final decision.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if it ever comes to PlayStation Plus, yeah, I'll play it. The Pedestrian, the weird sort of stick person going through doors, various drawings.
Could be interesting to play, depending on how much it is.
Yeah, I can't say it's my cup of tea, if I'm honest. I mean, it looked very pretty.
Yeah, I think one of them games you can just sit down for 5 minutes.
I can see it coming to PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Definitely. But that's not a bad way in any sense. Like, games on PlayStation Plus has thrived, you know, Rocket League, for example.
Beyond it,
Drive Club as well.
Yeah, and to be fair, there are quite a lot of good PlayStation Plus games.
Yes, I'll be discussing some on the next podcast episode. I have a fair few to discuss. Bugsnack, definitely thumbs down. I don't care. I really don't care.
You know what? Give me the game. Let me throw it into a big massive tin bucket, and then lit on fire with gasoline. And then roast hot dog above it.
Oh my god.
And that'd be my.
I'm really sorry if the developers ever hear this. I mean, I'm just saying it from a personal preference. Mine wants to burn it. Like, it's your inhaler all over again.
It is. You know, ever since I saw the third trailer, I sat there and I saw it, and I'm like, no, oh god, no.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't say I'm. Yeah, I've already said enough of my opinion on that game tonight. Yeah. I don't even know how to describe this. The Anno Mutatium. I'm so sorry if I've just butchered the name of your game. It was the one where you had the girl running, and I was making the joke of I will run 500 miles.
You know, I need to know more, but it kind of almost a thumb up on that one because it does look interesting. I like the style. And the soundtrack the year were pretty good. But again, need more information on it.
The Pathless, or Pathless for any non-English.
I think that could be a fun game. Fun puzzle game.
I think it is actually done by the people who did Journey. So it could work. Like you say though, there needs to be more. Like, is it just the one type of enemy? I doubt it's the one type of enemy.
No. I think they're going to be more than just the one. I think they're going to be more puzzle, but I think they're going to put a few creases in the game. Yeah.
Genshin Impact, the one where it was basically a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild ripoff.
Beyond it, I give it a thumb up. However, if it does come on the Switch, I'd rather get it on the Switch than on the PlayStation.
I have very little interest in this. I just, if it literally comes down when we find out later that the actual gameplay and the story is very similar to Breath of the Wild, I would say Nintendo should have a word. I think the characters look, you know, I mean, after watching so many years of animes and playing so many JRPGs, it's sort of like I don't know. I need to know what makes these people different.
I got a feeling it could. I think I think you can customization. I think there are going to be customization characters in it.
I hope you can play with Japanese voices. I mean, I know this sounds like an argument of I prefer my games subbed rather than dubbed.
Be honest, if they give you,
it just sounded a little annoying, but
I think if they give you that option, then I probably would agree with you. I probably would have it in Japanese sub.
yeah, I mean, it's just the fact there was just like, really obvious lines. Like, I don't know. I was watching Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and I thought they had better voice lines than this. But yeah, I'm not sold. I'm really not sold. But we'll move on. Auto Chess, which was the trailer that pretty much came out of nowhere. We had no idea what was going on, and then it buggered off.
I'm so confused. I literally had no idea what's going on screen.
No, I mean, I'm giving it a thumbs down. I don't understand it.
I think to me, you want to play chess, I play chess.
Yeah, I mean, what makes this chess? That's my sort of argument. What was chess about it? But what are we chessing about?
Yeah, exactly. What are we chessing about? Who knows? Somebody knows.
Oh my god, you can tell it's late. My god, it's midnight. Sorry, we haven't got many left. Temtem. I'm giving it a thumbs up. It's nice to see PlayStation sort of dive into this sort of games that are similar to Pokemon route, just simply because Pokemon is such a mega franchise now, and Nintendo are so lucky to have that franchise to themselves. It makes them millions every year. Obviously Sony and Microsoft need something like that.
Yeah.
In their catalog to try and, yeah.
So you'd be interested to see how far Temtem goes. If it do really well.
Yeah, I mean,
imagine what it would be like.
I mean, I know Sony for a while was trying to push the whole Digimon franchise back, which in some way has been a success, but it's not been the level of success that Pokemon has had.
To be fair, I think not just PlayStation. I think all consoles try to push Digimon back.
That's true.
Bringing Digimon back.
I'm actually saying that it's the 20th anniversary of Digimon this year.
Yes, and I think they're going to be either giving more information about Digimon Survive.
Well, I have been seeing on Crunchyroll they're actually re-airing they've basically remastered the original Digimon series and they're airing it.
And to be fair, I rewatched one episode, and to be fair, it does look cool that they're bringing the original characters back. But however, it's not a reboot.
Oh, okay.
It's a remake. They basically.
Okay, we're going to have to discuss this later. Me and you are going to have a very long conversation about that.
Yeah, I need to discuss with you, but no, it's pretty much Digimon with the original character. So basically, they remade it to this generation.
Okay, right. We'll discuss that later.
Yeah.
For anyone listening, Digimon, it's remake, not remade. Not remaster, sorry. So yeah, Temtem thumbs up. I believe you gave Temtem a thumbs up.
Yeah, I gave a thumb up on Temtem.
And of course, last but not least, it's Godfall.
Oh dear God!
It is a thumbs down.
It's literally a Godfall. I don't know how I feel watching that.
Martin did the joke.
I did a joke. I did a funny thing.
Excuse me when I get the chalkboard and just put one next to you.
Well, no, I was watching the trailer. I didn't feel sold. Be honest.
No. It looks pretty. I know they're saying we are harnessing the power of the next generation console.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You can make a game really amazing and really beautiful, but it's the concept that matter.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a game where I'm not going to pick it up until it's heavily discounted.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on it at all. It's a shame because I thought the reveal trailer, like last year, when they announced that this was the very first PS5 game shown, it's like, that's a big deal, you know? You are the very first PlayStation 5 game that they've officially showed off. And your sort of idea is to come back and just be like, yeah, we have a weird backstep animation and it's hack and slash. There's a shield. But yeah.
And a big pole. They're
Yes.
not calling it a spill on lands. We're calling it a pole.
Yeah, what is with that?
I don't know. That one thing that upset me with that video.
I'm literally gonna. I think I'm literally gonna refer to every spear and lance now as a long pole. But if it's actually a thing, then obviously we are not educated and we need a slap. But I heavily doubt people walk around go like, "This isn't a spear or a lance. This is my pole. No, this is my arm pole."
Even pike.
Oh my god! Yeah, they could have called it a pike.
They could have called it a pike, but the fact that they called it an extendable pole.
Yeah.
like that more fearsome weapon that you're gonna get killed by. Oh look, I got killed by an extendable pole.
Oh, it's just. Oh.
Again, with the way how they done that trailer and that the demo review, I don't know. It's a feel like they're just showing stuff, but they're not really giving stuff to us. It's like, oh, here's some fancy stuff. Okay, but what made it different than other hack and slack games?
Yeah. Okay, so I think we should wrap it up on that. A, because I think we've already gone over an hour and 15, and B, it is getting close to 1 o'clock in the morning, and Alex needs to sleep.
Yes.
Of course, me and Martin and George. Of course, sorry, Martin. I've absolutely completely forgotten. How rude of me. What grade would you give this state of play? If you can give it a grade, I would say between 1 and 10, with 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest.
You know what? I would probably, if we're gonna be, so like at the beginning it was like a 10, but then when it got near the end, I think I am gonna probably go down to a 7.
I'm gonna be a bit more gracious. I'm gonna go 8. I think, like you say, it started off ridiculously strong. It did really well, giving us like actual genuine stuff that we were sort of taking a step back on. Honestly, anything after the bug snack, I'm kind of, other than Temtem, I'm just sort of obviously there were some new reveals, but
that's what it was. It was like basically, the beginning, oh, they're amazing, they're gonna be a good set of play, to the end, like they're quite disappointing. They're on a disappointing note.
Yeah. Like you say, it's not been a strong finish.
I think they almost had it. They almost got.
Why did you go Italian?
I don't know. Not even Italian.
That felt so Italian. It was like, oh, they almost had it. Molto bene.
Molto bene. Being they almost had a really good state of play.
Yeah.
I also think they should have made it so basically maybe that's.
I think it's filler. It was just good, harmless filler in your, shonen anime. Bring on the next arc, but no, we have to have some filler before that. Like, the next arc is obviously the price reveal and the game when releases.
Microtransaction.
Exactly. Oh god, no! Don't do that. That's another thing that kind of peeved me off, was the fact that they had to state, "Don't worry, there won't be any microtransactions in this game." And it's like, well, why are we in that state of mind still, where we have to state that? Like, surely us as an industry should be able to come out and just say, like, there shouldn't be microtransactions in the story at all. Like, don't put that stuff near it. microtransactions is for multiplayer only. I do not care for skins. Oh, but you can dress them up as a chicken. It's like, I don't care.
Yeah, I just want to play the game. Let me play
Yeah,
the
exactly.
game.
Oh my god, you can tell I need sleep.
Yes.
I'm turning into I'm just going to stick on the telly in a minute and just watch Countdown again. That's how old I am. So, just to wrap things up, obviously, so me and Martin, over 5 out of 10 for Sony tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to us rant a bit. This is going to be exclusive on our YouTube channel. There will not be a recording of this on our Spotify because obviously, that wouldn't really make sense. You'll just hear these long pauses and think, well, why have they stopped talking? So this episode will probably go up on the weekend. Hopefully, should things happen. Of course, me, myself, and Martin, and George. Me, myself, and Martin.
Yeah. You need
Me, Martin, and George will be back with another episode of the Video Game Club with a brand new name, and we'll be announcing our very first competition for our Twitter page. So please go ahead and follow us on Twitter. Martin does a very good job of keeping that page active with regular updates on various games and some pretty funny stuff, actually. Martin has been going through Final Fantasy VIII, which we will talk about on the podcast as well. And we'll be talking more about what has been going on in the world of gaming for the past month or so regarding Ubisoft, Xbox, and of course PlayStation. We'll also be talking about that very, very controversial thing that the Avengers have decided to do. That has not gone down well at all. Which, were they even surprised about that? But we'll be talking about that anyway. I guess my final thought for this is, I think I'm just going to reiterate what I said earlier. Sony, Xbox, price, date, stop screwing around your consumers and get on with it. Martin, I don't suppose you have any final words?
No, I say well done for a good state of play. Hopefully, the next one will be fantastic. Hopefully.
We can dream.
Hopefully. We can dream big.
I had a dream. But yes. So once again, thank you very much for listening. If you did like watching us rant and gossip and absolute, rip your favorite games apart, please go ahead and give us a subscribe, give us a like, share if you want. If you want to point out to your friends how annoying we are, please share. Go ahead. Obviously, give us a follow on Twitter. You can follow me and Martin on Twitter as well via the Video Game Club's Twitter. If you just find that, there'll be a screenshot on the video just in case you're confused. And with that, I bid you all good night and goodbye.
Yes, good night. And stay safe, people. Did I done it again?
I think you did it again. Oh, where's Craig?
Sorry, I thought I had to say something as well.